Hey, what's happening? I thought I'd dedicate part two of today's video to just you and I just having a little discussion. How about last night? 6 Yankees down with COVID. They had to postpone the Boston Red Sox-Yankees game. Just be careful out there. Trust me, just be careful and get vaccinated. Hey, I want to say something about everybody I see on video, my comrades in arms on video, these other people that are very fitness-minded. I commend them. They're doing a wonderful job for the most part, but when they come on board and they show themselves unusually big and they're carrying a tremendous amount of muscle size, use your head and realize if you're doing this thing naturally, the way I'm doing this thing naturally, your arms are not going to get much bigger than this. They're not going to be much more shapelier than this. You're not going to get that unusual size if you're not on gear, if you're not on product. So if you're doing this thing naturally, as I am, as I promote each and every time we get together, don't have unusually grand expectations that you're going to get as big as, I'm trying to think of somebody, Dwayne Johnson, who does his movies obviously on gear. So don't forget, a little enhancement goes a long way. I plan and I tend to do without it. We can achieve these kind of results without any kind of product whatsoever. Be aware of that. I'm not actually putting them down. I'm not so much judging as trying to set you straight about what's going on and about the hormones and the steroids and the anabolics used to achieve such a massively defined physique. Our goal here is to be fit, athletic, defined, but flexible and done naturally. What do I mean by naturally? Whole foods with a limited amount of food intake per day. I think we eat too much in this country. I think the 3 meals a day, 3 large meals a day was put forth by a cereal company so they can sell breakfast foods. Maybe the hot dogs and hamburgers that you tend to eat during the summertime at lunchtime, that was for the hot dogs and hamburgers company of the day. You know, that breakfast, lunch, and dinner doesn't necessarily apply these days. Eat when you're hungry. Don't eat in the morning. Wait till 1 o'clock. Roundabout. Train yourself to eat this way. About noon, about 1. If you're rising at 6 or 7, about noon or about 1 until you eat that first meal. And continue your small meals until 7 p.m. and then stop. Hydration is of course encouraged, but a tremendous amount of food after 7 o'clock, or any food for that matter, is discouraged. That's just my point of view. That's what I'm doing right now. I want you to give it a try. That try you give it, the trial period, has to be at least a month's time. You can't get into something and spend a week on doing it and then think you've given it enough time to see if it works. That's not the case. You have to wait. You have to give it a month's time to do its job or not do its job, and then judge, then gauge as to whether this thing is working for you. Just a few small hints just for today. I'll be with you tomorrow. Check out the video that I made early this morning. That's up on YouTube. And please, by all means, subscribe to YouTube. Ralph Romeo Fitness. Please support me, and I'll support you with great new content almost every day. Thanks.